Welcome back, Tauflader folks. Jeff and Officer Greg back out with you on a nice, cool Central California day. Hey, today we're bringing you a very rare round. This is the QB-SLUG. This was sold domestically here in the U.S. back in the late 90s, early 2000s, marketed towards law enforcement. As far as we know, there are no videos of this available anywhere. There's very little known about this round. Jeff's going to break this down for you on the tabletop here in a minute, but we're going to try some of these rounds that were sent to us by Ben in Arizona. He picked these up on Gunbroker for, get this, around $20 a round. So those of you who are complaining about the RIP round being $10 a round, this one got you beat. If you haven't seen the RIP video, put this on pause and go back and watch it. We're going to be firing this today. One of our targets that I wanted to show you up close, Jeff built this simulated 111, F-111. We took these 5 aluminum F-111 panels that were donated by Dutchsince. Each one of these panels, by the way, cost the taxpayer originally $850 for each panel on a jet. So we've got $4,250 worth of metal strapped together with some packing tape here and some magazines wedged in between to simulate if you were ever flying around smuggling magazines into Bolivia with your F-111. We're going to try this round against this and see what kind of exit we get. Jeff's also simulated some wiring here to see if we can cut the wiring and shut down that 111 magazine smuggling plane. So let's get to it.
This is the QB-SLUG made by MK Ballistic Systems, who are now out of business. And these were produced between the mid-90s and the early 2000s. These are considered an anti-materiel slug, and primary use was to disable cars, possibly boats, or even small taxiing aircraft. Today these slugs are quite rare, and only a few collectors have them and can afford to buy them. This is the original box. The original price of these was about $30 in 1995, which is about $50 in today's money. The person who purchased these is Ben, and he bought these on Gunbroker. He paid $100 for 5 rounds, and he sent us 3 of them to test out. So thank you for your generosity, Ben. There's very little information about these on the internet that has actually survived. So trying to research what these things are for and how they work and all that has been very difficult. This is the most information we got, where they claim that these slugs will give you rifle-like penetration at 50 yards. I disassembled one of the shells to try to learn how these things work, what's inside them and all that. Here we see the wadding. It's very yellowed from age. Inside the non-perforated shot cup is a gray silicone-like material. It's kind of rubbery and soft. Inside that are 8 hardened steel quadrangle projectiles. Even with a very bright light, we can't see anything that's inside there. But we can take a magnet, stick it to it, and kind of confirm that these quadrangle projectiles are indeed some kind of a ferrous metal, probably hardened steel. Now, what the heck is a quadrangle? Well, this is what I believe it is based on my research. Taking a cylinder, slice it into pie-shaped pieces, and you end up with something that looks like that. Now, Ben also sent us 3 rounds of QB-8. I believe these are pretty much the same exact configuration as the QB-SLUG, only not bound together with any silicone, so they actually fly all independently. Since these rounds were so expensive, we want to take our time, take baby steps, shoot the QB-SLUGs first, and then learn from that, and we'll shoot these QB-8 slugs at a later date. Since the best suggestions come from our viewers, give us some ideas what you'd like us to shoot these things at. For our first target, we will shoot at 5 computer hard drives. Can they stop a computer hard drive attack? Okay, I'm ready. Mr. Quadrangle! Oops, sorry. We know from our previous experience that a .30 caliber rifle, like even an AK-47, will go through 5 or 6 of these computer hard drives. And we were told that these will give us .30 caliber penetration.
So they hit a little bit left. I had my red dot aimed right here. That could have been shooter error, but went through number 1 like a freight train, knocking all the Russian secrets right out the back, right into number 2. And you can see these little pieces of quad buck.
Quadrangle.
Quadrangle buck. You got to pay more just to use that word.
Yeah.
Quadrangle
It took me
buck.
like 2 days to learn how to pronounce it.
And those things are...
they're all buried in there, huh?
Yeah, they are buried in there. Here we go. I'm going to knock one out on the table.
Yeah, I thought we'd be able to recover most of them that hit the hard drives.
There's your quadrangle buck.
Yeah, it's definitely hardened steel, and there's 8 of those, but they're quarter. But you can see, you know, there's each of those have the sides are very sharp and everything.
Yeah. And then hard drive number 3 got a pretty serious dent. Number 4 took a very light dent. Number 5 can still be used to store secrets.
After much debate, we decided a lawnmower engine might be a good target. I'm ready.
Again, good recoil on that one.
A good anti-materiel slug should be able to take out an engine, even a lawnmower engine. Impact was nice and hard, but really, is the damage any greater than the $1 Walmart Foster slug? Let's find out.
So this Mini Cooper engine that we shot is still smoking from where that round tore in there, but look how deep it went in.
Probably hit the piston and definitely would have disabled that engine.
Yeah, definitely.
Those quadrangles. I just like saying that word. Now that I know how to say
Evidently, now that it's now that you paid the licensing fee to use it.
it. Yeah.
Damage this thing, whatever this little piece is back here, the transflux capacitor.
The Canuter valve, I think. Yeah.
Do they have those on the Mini Coopers?
I don't know. Just in California, I think.
It's an undercarriage monitoring system.
Well, there you go. And it didn't come out the backside, right?
Did not come out the back.
Okay. Still smoking. It might catch on fire here, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, our most expensive thing we've ever shot, the F111 fairings. This ought to be good.
Center of the target, and here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, loud.
As far as accuracy goes, these slugs did quite well. Pretty darn accurate. We tried to simulate, you know, maybe like an engine compartment here, going through multiple layers of aluminum, through magazines, and then, you know, eventually hitting those cables, those electrical wires behind there. So let's see how it did.
Round was pretty dang accurate. Went in through all those panels, and look at that exit wound. Right out the other side. So watch out when you're flying with magazines. You can see the layers of magazines down in there too. You probably noticed in the slow-mo all of the confetti that blew out the back. But here's the cool part. Found these 2 wires on the ground. Found this one severed in half. So we just cut the stabilizer controls.
I'm glad I got those lined up right, you know?
Yeah. And then over here, a few of the those little pie wedges that were look like Pictionary pieces.
There we go. Quit moving your hand around. It's like, those are the quadrangle buck.
Quadrangle buck.
Yes. How many did you find?
It's
4?
funny, that was my name when I was in adult films.
Dang it. I gotta like edit you out because you get me in trouble.
Well, everybody's offended about something nowadays.
That's
so
true.
Just because you're offended does not mean you're right.
So So my interpretation of what these things look like was wrong. There's 8 of these, yes. Here's a little close-up of the quadrangle pellets, I guess we can call them. What they look like. They are hardened steel. There's virtually no damage at all to them. But the configuration was just a little different than what I assumed they looked like. instead of 8 long slices, we have 2 layers of 4.
So Officer Greg is no surgeon here, but
Yeah, another one.
after quite a bit of digging, we have
So there's 8 of those little wedges in there, in each shell. Not quarter wedges, not eighth of a wedge. So
they did not come through the soft body armor, but they buried themselves pretty deep.
there's like another one buried in there somewhere.
Somewhere in
They're
there.
hard to get out of there.
Yeah,
man.
we could spend another 30 minutes
Yeah,
trying
forget that,
to
man.
extract it out with surgery, but we're going to need some anesthesia.
Yep.
Hey all you Patreons, I just want to thank you once again for your support. We could do this without you, but it just wouldn't be very good. I also want to thank the kind of anonymous people who have done closed captioning on my videos in their native language, like Russian and Hebrew and Spanish and all that. That's awesome, you guys, to do that. And if you do that, please send me a message and let me know that you did that so I can credit you, because that's really valuable to me. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Ben, for those expensive slugs.